Okay guys, so I created a PowerPoint for our 12th grade assembly. And I figured that we just use this because trying to do like Kahoot and all these other gadgets on top of using Zoom might be too much. So I decided just to use this. I went ahead and kind of wanted to do this video just so you can kind of see how it will work or how it should flow. And also, whoever decides to be the host or whoever wants to be the host, you can kind of get a feel of how this works. So you just kind of click through it just like you would a PowerPoint. So here it says, this is the Stay at Home 12th Grade Virtual Assembly Awards and Fun to Celebrate You. So you're just going to click on Let's Go. That just kind of directs you to the next slide. Here is kind of the agenda. So we're going to play the Guess the Baby game, Scholar Awards, Teacher Trivia, and then Teacher Awards. So first you're going to click on Guess the Baby, or here's where it gets a little funky or a little different than the normal PowerPoint. So do you know which baby is Mr. Zane? So then you'll just kind of figure out which one is Mr. Zane, or you have the kids, you ask the kids this question, whoever's the host, which baby is Mr. Zane, have them write, some of them will probably scream out the answers, some of them will write them in the comments. The one that you hear the most often, I believe, is how we can do it. That's the one you're going to click on. So whenever the kids actually start screaming them out, and whatever you hear the most, you'll click C. Then the screen will go, yay, whatever. And then you'll go to, when you get ready to go to the next baby, then you'll click on that. But if the scholars get it wrong, then what happens is it'll say, and then you can try it again if they want to. Okay? But if they get it right, the clapping sounds, and then you can click on Guess the Next Baby. The next baby comes up, then you'll do the same thing. The correct answer or the wrong answer. If they get it wrong, they can press play again and it'll go back to the beginning. If they get it right, they can just go on to the next baby and throughout. But this is pretty much talk to them, interact with them, have them scream out their answers. What do they think the best answer is? And then you'll kind of click through. Try again. Who is Miss Demoya? Try again. I think I'm just clicking it too many times. So. There we go. So now we're gonna guess the next baby. All right. The next baby is me. So you guess the next baby. Miss Gonzalez, I believe it's. All right. So that's pretty much the end of this game. If you have a baby picture that you want input into the PowerPoint, then you can just email it to me and I'll put it in there. If not, these will be the ones that we'll play the Guess the Baby game with. So the next thing we're gonna do is the two bottom thing. You could either just click to go on to the next one, to the next slide, which should take you to the Scholar Awards. If it doesn't, just click at the very top, and I'll show you that in a second. But after we finish, you can either play this game again, and it'll go back to Mr. Zane's photo as the start of this game, or you can just click on Next Activity, and it'll take you to the Art Celebration and Fun agenda page, and then we're going to click on Scholar Awards. So here we have Scholar Awards. So this really is just to kind of click on whoever wants to go first. So I think it's in order based on how, no, it's actually not. So it says TOK is first, which is true, then history, which is true, but after that it kind of goes into a different order. But just depending on whatever teacher wants to go first, they can click on theirs. So say I'm going first, I'll click on mine, and then I'll go through my slides. So the first slide has the Theory of Knowledge Scholar Awards and the awards that I'm giving away, which pretty much everybody's is the same. But it also has a little message from me that says, many, many congratulations. I know how much you have had to struggle, and I am so proud of you. So this is just my message to scholars. And I have incorporated a little space for you guys to input your messages if you want to add a little messages to scholars before you give away your awards. And then, of course, I have the bottom, best participation, most improved scholar quarter. And I kind of just go through these one by one. So the first award, which would be my best participation in quarter 4 award. Then it would be my most improved award. Then it would be my scholar of the quarter award. And then it goes right into Mr. Zane's. Now, if Mr. Zane needs to go next, what we can do is go back to this very page and click on Scholar Awards again. And then whoever wants to go next can click on their little button. and it'll go to there. So if math wants to go next, it'll go straight to Mr. Moy's start of his awards, where he can put in his little message, and then he can go into his awards. But we'll just kind of go in order here. So we'll go back to history. So then Mr. Zane will go. He'll put his message, his awards. Ms. Gutierrez will go awards, or whoever wants to go next. It doesn't really matter. Just give away her awards. Give away her awards. And these are all the awards, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just kind of going to click through those. And then, oh yeah. So highest perfect attendance and highest GPA. Those are the awards that are supposed to be done by RTC. So they can go in and input that information whenever they get it. Okay, here is the trivia game. So the trivia game is just like Guess That Baby. You're just going to click on the answers. So these are just the questions that were given to me in the Google Doc. I have left blank space for about, I think, 2 or 3 questions. So if you want to add a question or so there, go right ahead. There's a space for it. If not, I'm just going to fill it with some other, some random questions or whatever. But there is space for 2 or 3 questions. Now, if you have questions that and all the spaces are filled, then you can send them to me and I can add them into the PowerPoint. But this is again just like the baby game. You're just kind of going to click on the correct answer. So whatever you hear the most, like that's how I figure we can get scholars to interact. Is just kind of have them scream out answers or maybe have them write it in the chat. But either way, whatever you hear the most, that's what you're going to click on. So say you're hearing Scooter the most, you'll click on Scooter. But if that's not the correct answer, you can try again. And then the correct answer. And then you go to the next question. This is where I left a blank space for somebody to come in and add a question if they want. Next question. Again, blank space where you can add a question. Next question. You can add a question here. Next question. And then you just kind of keep going through them all. Going backwards. But yeah, that's literally how you do. You just kind of click through them. And all the questions should be there. Sorry. The last little blurb is the teacher award section. So this is where Kara and I think Alex will input the teacher awards however they see fit. So whatever you guys want to do, you can put it in here. And then, or they can just announce them. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I just left a space for it in case you guys wanted to add the teacher awards there. And then the last little section, just like a thanks from all of us. That just says, we love and miss you all. We hope you enjoyed this virtual assembly. Congratulations. And then Dr. Green's quote, go forth and be great. So that is the PowerPoint. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little video just to show you how it works and how to click through it. And if you're not okay with this and you rather do Kahoot or you feel like that's easier, then let me know. And I can see if we can put a Kahoot together. But I felt like just putting it all in one place would be a lot easier than trying to go back and forth or how to try to have scholars log into Kahoot and do all that. So let me know if you have any ideas on how you think scholars can participate, since we're going to be controlling most of it as far as like pressing the answers and all that kind of stuff. If we should put them in groups or whatever, like what do you think? But this is just simply how it works.